Ever walk past a place for rent and wish you could just take a peek inside? Maybe even explore the layout. Envision the natural light streaming through the windows. Or plan where your vinyl record collection would go. At Apartments.com, you can. With tools like their 3D virtual tours, you can see the exact unit you could be living in. Really envision yourself in your new home with Apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the Lost Podcast.
On the left.
Side stories.
That's when the cannibalism started.
Side stories. Yes.
I love that the fucking dude who played Elvis is just talking like Elvis.
He's just stuck in that character.
And then everyone's like, buddy, what you doing?
He's straight up, he can't leave it. He can't leave it. He did say, which I do get, he's just like, I've been talking like Elvis for 3 years. And it's difficult to stop talking like Elvis. Which I understand. If you've been Elvis, do you want to be something else?
Yeah.
No, he just gets to go back to be some shithead actor.
Did he not read how it ends?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he doesn't have to because he's just got to be Elvis during the time. He didn't have to put him in a... Like, that was the thing. That dude didn't even have to put a fat suit on.
Oh, they didn't get to Fat Elvis and Elvis?
No, they do, but because you know what's fucked up? Are we recording it? Yeah. You know what's fucked up about Elvis?
What?
In the end?
What?
He wasn't as fat as you think he was.
I know. You know what he was? He was literally full of dung.
Wait at Elvis's death. I want to see this. I want to see what he says. I want to look this up at the top of the show. Well, okay, so all right.
How are they going to know what his weight is?
Because they weighed his fucking corpse.
Yeah.
He's 350 pounds when he died. Right?
Oh, well, that is a little big.
It was bigger than it is big, but I feel like for his height.
How tall was he?
I think he was 8 feet 9 inches tall. Elvis's height. I'm going to look this up again. Welcome to Side Stories. This is how we're starting. Because that's the thing. My name's Austin Butler. It's very difficult for me to stop being Elvis, Mama.
Yeah, Austin, you're not Elvis.
No,
buddy.
listen.
Your name is Austin Butler.
Yeah, I know I'm a nipple baby, but guess what? Nipple babies sometimes they too have sadness.
Nipple baby.
He's 6 foot tall, so 6 foot 350.
That's a lot. No, he did actually.
Okay.
You just, wow, I love that you just proved yourself wrong.
I did,
within
but
the
again,
first 45 seconds of the show.
That shows that's called proper podcasting. That's me, responsible with information, Henry Zabrowski, every day coming in with the backup. So yes, 350 at 6 feet is a lot.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to Side Stories, everyone. Whenever I think of old Elvis, I think Schvelt. Also, 600-pound sisters, or 1,000-pound sisters. One is 600 pounds. The other one's carrying the 400 pounds, not doing exactly what she needs to be doing for the show.
She really does need to pick it up.
I believe it's Tammy, still alive.
She's got like her hair dyed and stuff. She looks fun.
She looks really fun. And there was a death scare. And honestly,
it's very sad.
She does die. Well, she will. I don't like.
It's very sad. I want them to take better care of themselves.
I feel like the producers are killing her.
I mean, yeah,
I think they're killing her.
The show's called 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yeah.
They bring out a scale each time, and they make sure they're like, and they point to a thing of cupcakes. They're like, listen, the audience isn't here for 650-pound sisters.
And have you noticed? Every time the one loses weight, the other one gains weight.
It makes me sad because I hope that they take care of themselves. I hope that there's somebody looking out for them. Because guess what? What's hard to do out there, man? Because sometimes you got to look after yourself. Because you know who's not looking after themselves or try to do it, but he did it in the wrong way? Alec Murdoch. Alec Murdoch, scion of the Murdoch family. He is finally going to trial and looking like fried chicken Lex Luthor.
Well, actually, I was just going to say he looks pretty good. He's lost some weight. I think the stress is doing well on him.
The stress has really svelted him up.
He might be a true psychopath where he doesn't actually really feel the full weight of the accusations.
Oh, he feels nothing.
The charges. And so I think he might be taking this time as a little me time, a little he time.
He might get to work out. He read the Quran.
And you know what you do? You use your own body weight as a weight.
Did you ever look up the Charles Bronson? I don't know why you would, but I did look up the Charles.
I looked it up. Yeah, I look it up.
Charles Bronson, the world's most famous prisoner in the UK, like the guy that Tom Hardy played.
I know. We performed a mile away from where he stayed.
Yeah, that was awesome. He wrote a book. The real one wrote a book called basically How to Stay Fit in Prison. It's how to stay fit in a 10-foot by 10-foot square.
Nice.
It's brutal, though. It's very, very difficult. It's push-ups, it's handstands, it's burpees. You got to do all this shit.
So Alex Murdaugh's surviving son, his brothers, his wife's sister, and former law partners are among those called to testify. This is what I'm thinking, Henry. Remember the last episode of Seinfeld?
I remember it stopped.
It stopped. They got arrested because they broke a common decency law.
Yeah.
They were making fun of a chubby boy who was getting, what do you call it? Thieved, robbed.
Sure.
And it was quite funny. Some people criticized it, but I thought it was great because all the old characters got to go take the stand and got to do their bits. And the Soup Nazi was like, no,
honestly, it was fun. It was to see all the old characters come out, yeah.
If you're Alex Murdaugh and you just start to see every single person from your past that you know you've dicked over one over another.
There's the mailman I didn't tip.
This is going to be one of those moments where he's just going to have to sit there and every single person is finally just going to unload on him. And he can't talk.
That's
because otherwise you get in trouble.
Oh, yeah. You have to sit stone faced.
You do.
You have to take all these people that are going to fucking rip you over the fucking coals because he deserves every minute of it. What the big thing that's going to come out, they're talking about. So right now they're in jury selection, which is actually very difficult because they're trying to find a group of people that have not heard anything about the case in South Carolina.
And I'm going to tell you this. If I was in South Carolina for jury selection, guaranteed I'm not getting chosen. Why? Red hair. Because
I'm looking at you. I'm putting myself in your prison-bound shoes.
I have a red hair bond because we still make up very low percentages of the world population. And back in the day, we were killed. Okay, so maybe Murdaugh has a little revenge on his mind for all the generational years of torment and torture that the redheads go with. So
you're
perhaps
actually incorrect because I just actually got an email saying that redheads are on the rebound.
Yeah. Which means
we're doing it, baby.
That means that we were a missed shot.
Thin little
if we're
comes,
on the rebound,
thin
that means
little comes, they're making it to the egg.
No, redheads are known to be thick.
Thin fiddle comes. I think it's thin comes.
No, redheads are not. Other than Seth Green.
Side stories, lpotl@gmail.com. Is there a difference in diameter between different redheads and different heads?
But they're bigger people.
I want to see different sizes of cum. No, I want to see what it correlates.
All cum is the same size. That's number one. Number two, Seth Green, one of the smaller redheads, but he plays Peter Griffin, big old boy. So it works out.
I mean, it's a cartoon.
Peter Griffin.
It's technically a cartoon.
I'm not sure.
But we're going to see some new evidence that they've said that we haven't seen this yet. It is a Snapchat video. So now we know that Alec Murdaugh is on trial for the murder.
Tell me Alec Murdaugh did not go on Snapchat.
No. This is from the son he murdered.
Yes.
So this is the allegedly. And so, I always try to cover it.
We're not this. You can just accuse people on the show. Don't worry, buddy. No one's coming after us.
It's coming after.
I was watching. I was watching Cuomo last night. They just called everyone a pedophile.
I mean, that's a different style of journalism. But Alec Murdaugh, he murdered, we're going to say he murdered his wife and his son. Now, his son, Paul, they said that he sent out a Snapchat video moments before he was shot to death. So they're saying that we don't know what it is. They're saying that they're not revealing what it is yet. But according to Senior Assistant Deputy Attorney General Creighton Waters, they're saying that it's, quote unquote, critical to the case and important to prove it. The state's case in chief.
Tell me you're closeted gay without telling me you're closeted gay. Clayton Waters?
Hey, his hair is combed impeccably. He's the only man wearing a shade above tan, and it's nice to see it. You got to put some color.
I just think Lindsey Graham has some good ideas, y'all.
You know,
I think Lindsey's got some good ideas, y'all.
I was me and Lindsay, and we were hanging out, and you wouldn't believe them. The Thai food. The Thai food from his little boy he purchased is just he is incredible. He gets up at any hour because he sleeps in a cage right near Lindsay's bed.
Isn't
and it is
nice?
Just nice. You just rattle that cage. You'll get right. He'll make you spring roll. I miss him. He died.
Yes, indeed.
He died of COVID.
So,
COVID 21. New one.
So we'll see what Paul sent his friends in a Snapchat. It is interesting. He chose Snapchat, obviously, because theoretically it disappears. Perhaps being scared that his father might find it or whatever it might be.
You also the kids. That's how they speak. Sometimes.
Not anymore. TikTok, I believe TikTok does last forever, right?
TikTok does last forever, but Snapchat still does deletes, and they use it to message. I know my niece does. I look to my niece as being what the children do, and mostly I just see a glow of an iPad.
So he sent out a Snapchat and he's like, my dad's going to kill me. And then he was killed. So according to law
that's basically what's going to happen. And then it sounds like, because we know that his wife was super like spurious about what he was contacting her for, because he was like, Alec Murdaugh was like, yeah, we're going to meet over by the dog kennels. Yeah, we're going to go over here. Yeah. And he's like, sent her some message and she said, I think it's fishy. And then it turns out it was fishy.
Man, just looking at that family again.
I know. I hate each one of them.
You know what? They are kind of clumpy.
No, I
They're
feel
a little
bad.
bit like the clumps.
I just, Alec Murdaugh is going to go to jail eventually, but right now he is, I love seeing him in court. It's on the opposite side of the desk. It's kind of fun.
You know, the thing is, sadly, I actually think he would do well in jail. Again, he's got psychopathic tendencies.
Well, look at Bernie Madoff.
He was born that way.
Bernie Madoff flipped a whole career. As soon as he got to jail, he was like, I'll teach you all how to do taxes.
And then Bernie he went to a fairly nice one. I mean, they only get as nice as they get.
Yes.
But I don't think he was like on the front lines too much. But I don't know about the South Carolina penal system. But yeah, he'll be working as somebody's lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
And,
he will have privileges from within jail, especially from other prisoners, because he's a survivor. He's going to keep on surviving, because once he's in that jail, he's going to understand, I need to fucking make myself in a position where I'm needed and necessary, because if not, one of these guys is going to beat the ever-loving shit out of me.
According to someone who runs in the Murdaugh social circles, which I don't think that they run. I think they wheel around a little bit.
Technically, it is the pinnacle of South Carolina. Who's who of who's that?
They say behind the black ties and fancy dresses, we're miserable people.
Yeah, I bet you fucking are. I bet you fucking are. You're all a bunch of fucking soulless pieces of shit all feeding off of this one family. And guess what? The time is coming for y'all.
This is just going to be fascinating because they have 250 potential witnesses.
It's going to be
everybody.
It's going to be everybody.
The 17-year-old Uber Eats driver who got stiffed on a tip.
It's
going to be everybody.
Everybody who has ever been made mad by Alec Murdaugh. It is, wow, you don't really get that type of poetic justice often. Like, you don't really get to see a slideshow of everybody you've ever fucked over in your life right in front of you.
Also, in sort of a television sense, they're the final son, the son that's still alive, his name is Buster.
Oh, yeah.
Much like, what was the name of that show?
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development.
It is really becoming essentially the worst version of Arrested Development possible.
It really is.
That is so funny.
So it's the list. So it's Alec's family members, including his surviving son, Buster, his brothers, Randy and John Marvin Murdaugh, his sister-in-law, Liz, and members of Maggie's family. They're going to unload on this dude.
Oh, yeah, they're coming for him, man.
And one unsurprising potential witness is Alex's cousin, Curtis Eddie Smith, who was arrested and charged in Alex's botched attempted suicide.
Oh, yes, it's the same guy.
Alex allegedly hired him to shoot him in an attempt to obtain $10 million. That was the guy, I believe that was on the side of the road.
Yes, the guy, he'd been like, my ear.
That's the day that we have to pay attention to.
Oh, I can't wait.
I want to hear the setup.
I want
to hear how it goes.
I want all the witness testimony. I'm very, very excited for this. But yes, it might take a second. They're expecting the trial to take about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, George. This thing is going to go on for a year.
I think they're just going to have them play on 3 different stages like it's Bonnaroo. They're just going to have one court open on one side, have them all bitching over there, have them all bitching on the other side. And, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alec Murdaugh, who knows? He might have a couple jokers still in his sleeve.
One observer told People, which I'm going to say this. I'm actually people.com. They keep it updated.
Oh, they do.
I actually think people.com, if you're looking for like just fun little smattering
of true crime news, yeah.
They do. So one observer told People that they saw Alex and Maggie at the University of South Carolina baseball game 2 nights before the murders, and she seemed annoyed with him and would barely speak to him.
I mean, yeah.
During the game, Maggie seemed aggravated, which it's
now, you see here what we want to do here. This is called defensive play, right? I mean, you guys, can you imagine him just constantly badgering you with explaining rules of baseball?
That's a base.
That's a base. Now, you see that landmine right over there? That's actually a safe place to be.
Landmine baseball needs to happen.
Some people get scared because it's a square above the ground, which I do too. I understand, even though I did not go to the war. But that is actually the safest place for that running man to be.
So apparently they say Maggie seemed aggravated, which again, she must have been very aggravated to visibly seem aggravated, because all good families fight. But the best families keep it within the closed doors of the home.
Oh, yeah. Tell that to Dana White. Fucking piece of shit.
No, Dana White. It was perfect timing for him to come out with his new slap competition.
Oh my! Did you see footage of the guy that won the championship?
He won 5,000. I watched the entire hour after AEW.
These guys are all going to have CTE.
Buddy, they have. Oh, they have.
Crazy.
Oh, it's done. It's already there.
The guy's whole face was just a giant wound of just getting slapped in the head.
Who was bleeding from the ear, and they just put a little tampon in it, and we're like, go get slapped again.
He's like, if you're bleeding from the ear. Things need to stop. You need to stop and call somebody.
So 2 days before the murder, Maggie was bleeding from her ears. She was so pissed at her husband. And the boys, apparently, her oldest son, Buster, apparently they were having a good old time, according to the witness.
Of course,
but then the witness says that she was mad. Well, Alex and Buster went to the bar at least 4 times to get drinks. It's a South Carolina.
I mean, they're
game.
fine. They're allowed to get hammered. But yes, this is heading into the gossip territory.
Well, that's literally called taking the stand.
Taking the stand.
And then the witness was like, Maggie just sat there. Alex brought back peanuts for Maggie. And you know what she did? She tossed them at him. That is this is serious, bro.
Well, this is, again, and then he sat and he thought about every peanut. Each time as he loaded the shotgun, he thought about all the times. All the nuts.
Because you throw a bag of peanuts at someone, that's 100 nuts. That's 100 assaults, bro.
100 assaults. Yeah, because technically, especially if they were roasted, then it would be an assault.
Roast mode.
This is not the only guy that's in trouble this week. There's this other guy he's dead. But I love the way the news positioned this man, right? This was the guy that the family annihilator we talked about.
Oh, Brian fucking Walsh.
We got 2.
Oh, this is a different
Brian
guy?
Walsh. This is Michael Haight. Michael Haight is the guy from Utah. So he murdered his wife and his 5 children and then himself, right? Because he said he didn't want to get divorced and he got fired from his job. And that's dumb, right? You don't do that. You just figure out your shit and you move on, right? But there was a private obituary, now private. There was an obituary that had come out that read about him. And it's like, he got roasted hard because everyone said, because the first thing it said was that he was a dedicated family man. This is in the obituary for the man that killed himself after killing his whole family.
Right.
And that there's nothing that Michael loved more than making memories with his family. Right.
Well, I mean, I guess he made a permanent memory
for him, for no one, for the rest of us,
for himself.
But that's not the only one. There was a bunch of other obituaries on that Southern Utah one, and there's a guy there's one I want to read from a guy whose first name I'm just going to read is Glade.
Yeah, you bring up a very solid point. Truth and obituaries need to start being a thing because when I was at my
little bit of truth.
All of it. Because when I was at my grandmother's funeral, and I love my grandmother, she was the one who would hide all the gin because she wanted to lure the men into her room so then she could do God knows what she wanted to do with them before she broke their hearts. The woman, Lillian, she loved. All she did was love. Her nickname for my little brother Michael was Squirrel because she hated squirrels.
Yeah.
She was a
mean woman.
She was.
I had the same thing as well. A mean grandmother. Yeah.
But it's but also I love that they were mean because that's all I know about grandmothers is that they're supposed to be kind of cruel
they're
and
all
mean.
Yeah, they're
kind of funny because they're old and dying. You're fuck you, grandma.
Yeah, sure. But in the meantime, it'd be nice to feel love.
Yeah, but that's my mom loved me.
That's nice.
My mom could have used love. Because she's deeply traumatized.
We're deep in the weeds of your family.
Yeah, no, that's today. That's just today.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking day 24 of dry January.
I feel it. I feel it radiating from you.
Don't sleep without whiskey.
I feel it. We got to figure out another way to do it. Jumping jacks.
No,
I get you a treadmill.
I have been jumping.
For what? Doing what? That isn't a jump. You can't. The audience can't see. The Patreon subscribers can see when they call a jump.
I'm sitting.
He mostly just looked like he was having a heart attack.
How do you exercise? Anyway, what I'm saying is truth and obituaries. You can do that. When Pat Buchanan, who we just found out retired today, even though I thought he was dead forever. Let's get an honest obituary when he dies.
I mean, I would love to read. I'll write one.
Sure.
Rise from your grave.
We've all had times where it's difficult to make ends meet. That's why there's Dave.
Dave is the banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. With Dave, there's no interest, late fees, or credit check. That's more money to fill your tank, finally get your car repaired, or catch up on bills without having to wait for your next paycheck. Millions of Americans have already downloaded the Dave app to get financial relief they need with extra cash. So if you're in a pinch and need some extra help, download Dave and think of it as a helping hand from future you. Download the Dave app from the App Store now or go to dave.com/left. That's dave.com/left. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Summer means freedom. And for adults, summer means work next to freedom. But thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale, it can almost feel like the work is playtime for the adults. Right now, all of Mint's plans are $15 per month, even unlimited. Free yourself from big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile for high-speed data and coverage on the T-Mobile 5G network. It's so well connected, I could call from anywhere. Deep from well within my bunker, where my AI-fueled robots slowly but surely toil for me, but I know for a fact I'm saving money on my phone plan. Or up above, where I'm training all of my giant Amazon female warriors who will fight in bulletproof mesh. Also, honestly, Mint Mobile's really cheap and it's really reliable, so you should use it. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 per 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
Hey there, all you Quinceaholics. Oh, I feel so good. I got the breeze coming through my linen pants and my linen shirt. Oh, it's too hot for my cashmere sweater. Thank God I got this wonderful undershirt and sunglasses to keep my eyeballs safe from the radiation of a star that's trying to kill all of us. I digress. Listen. Quince has got anything you need. They're going to help you out. They're going to change your life. You like simple, plain, good-looking clothes with high-quality fabrics? Quince your hiney. Get in there. Take care of yourself. Be good to you and dress like a prince when you're wearing your Quince. I got a silver chain. Woo! Doctor, I got a silver chain. It looks great. You can get anything you want. They have gold bars. All right, you want to buy a gold bar? Quint's got a gold bar. All right, you go get that for yourself. You treat yourself nice and you dress even better. Upgrade your everyday. Go to quince.com/last for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/last for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/last.
Anyway, let's move on.
But this is this obituary, just this one section of this man named Glade I found. During his childhood, as the only boy his age, Glade went to school with 8 girls, but he only had eyes for a second-grade teacher. So he asked her on a date. Every day after school, he'd clean nearly 400 eggs, earning money from those that were cracked, recently admitting some may have broken accidentally on purpose. He often shared stories about topping sugar beets, hand-settling bowling pins, hitching rides to the movies, ice skating on the pond, and playing ball.
When did he die? 13,
Very recently.
40?
No, he just died. He's
just a weird kid.
He's very old.
He's a weird kid who hits on a second-grade teacher who cleans eggs after class?
I just think that's a nice obituary. You see, again, I don't know what else Glade did. I don't know what other crimes Glade might have been accused of.
So they stopped his obituary and he was a good
it's
in
pages.
second
It's
grade.
very like, it seems nice. He was a nice man. He served in the war and shit like that. But he was, it does seem, I just love cleaning eggs.
Well, and to your point, this is according to at Shannon Watts on Twitter. In the Michael Haight obituary, they say, quote, Michael made it a point to spend quality time with each and every one of his children.
Yeah,
Michael enjoyed making memories with the family. No word on eggs.
No word on eggs.
No word on eggs.
Well,
this is that's at some point. I get it. You whitewash me a little bit.
You just asked for full transparency.
No, well, no.
You were just like,
honestly,
again,
it will be fun. It will be fun. People will be like, "Whoa, that's fun." That's illegal. Whoa. But it won't be. I'm fine. We'll give it a little scrub. Do a little scrub daddy on it.
Yeah, get a zhuzh. I'll get a writer in there.
He smelled amazing. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
just zhuzh.
Zhuzh. Yeah.
But when you kill your whole family,
I mean, it really does dampen the funeral.
Because then they say each of these children were truly a cherished miracle to them, but they weren't.
They weren't. Not to him.
No, he killed them.
Not to him. No, he killed the whole family and then himself. Yeah.
So they also say he lived a life of service.
Yeah, it's just really interesting to see how quickly they threw it. Because again, it's this Mormon thing where on some level they want to keep up appearances like hardcore because they are out of like almost a sense of, it seems, of propriety, right? Like, it's like, well, we don't want to slam him. We don't want to be roasting him while he's dead. Meanwhile, he killed everyone. He killed everybody. Where it's like, I just want to message that this is the time to roast him. Like, this is the time to come for him because he obviously had a lot of other ideas in his mind. He wasn't the man you thought he was. And I guess that a lot of people have, I think, a lot of times hard times coming to terms with it. That guy that you knew and loved actually wasn't that guy.
I guess it only takes a couple of hours to kill your family, but it takes a lifetime to build a reputation.
It really does.
And so also for his mission, because as Henry mentioned, he's Mormon, he got to go to Brazil.
Ooh.
Much better than the characters of Book of Mormon.
Yes.
So we got to go see the butts of Brazil, which, to be frank, if you do come back and you're still Mormon, you really love Joseph Smith. Because Brazil, I've heard, is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful
big butts and having a great time, and everybody's just loving life. And you got the it's free, and you can live your life. Yeah, go to Brazil.
Also, they say that he loved going to concerts that he attended at his children's school.
It just doesn't make any sense. You don't need to include all of these things.
This is my favorite part. He says they say he loves doing home improvement projects, sledding, and much more. So he did do a lot of sledding as well. So they were able to squeeze that in there.
Does that mean is that like with cocaine?
No,
that's skiing.
That's called skiing.
Yeah, that's the code for that.
Yeah, and then they close it out with he recently sold his business to allow more flexibility to spend time with his family. So I'm going to say maybe he should have kept the business.
I think that he is a piece of shit and a murderer. And you just need to say that.
Why?
He was a father,
ridiculous.
and now he's a dead father.
And then
that's the whole thing. Also, people think that it's like a whole thing to just like, technically, you could shit out a bunch of kids. You don't get an award for it from the government. You know what I mean?
Well, you do.
Well, sometimes you used to. You
definitely get an award from the government for having children.
You do?
We'll move on.
All our friends, I don't know. I haven't seen the money show up. I haven't seen the money show up. Talk about if you want to make sure you got to deal with some kids, right? You got a bunch of extra kids. You take them to a kite festival.
No, bro, don't do this.
Because this story, I don't know what in the living fuck is going on at this kite festival.
Dude,
This is a kite festival.
Kites, right? The thing that
is
kids
kites.
used to do before they played Minecraft.
Yes, this is in India, right? This is a place called the Gujarat Festival.
Okay.
I have no idea what the fuck happened. 3 children amongst 6 dead from kite strings slicing their throats in India in this festival. It's a kite festival.
There's 6 people dead total, 3 of them being kids.
There's 46 injuries at a kite festival.
No, there's
what is happening with these kites? Are we using garrote wire?
Well, that's kind of what they say. Yeah, authorities say there's been 176 people injured due to cuts and falls during the annual Utarian Festival, which took place over the past weekend.
Wait, do you just run with the kite?
I don't know, but the people that were killed, it's very sad. So the sharp strings included one of the people that were killed. It included one toddler who was riding with his father on a bike when they became entangled in a string. So they're literally just biking. Look at this kite.
And then they get attacked by frivolous things.
Did you see the documentary Act of Killing?
Yeah.
Do you remember they would kill everyone with the piano wires?
Yeah, that was very fucked up. Yeah, of course.
And I feel like that's kind of what this is.
But why are they using piano wire?
I don't think that they were. Police said that 30 people sustained cuts. 46 were injured when they fell from heights while flying kites. Thousands take part in this festival every year. I had no idea that this was dangerous. I thought you put a kite up there and then you watch it. I never fully understood the organic drone that is a kite. I never really got into kiting.
I don't understand the pull of kiting. I don't really understand. I mean, my main thing is that's why I kind of cut off using barbed wire for my kites, because I was really sick of it. 'Cause a lot of times it just sticks in and then you're stuck with the guy.
I love the Cactus Jack.
Yeah, you got to. It's so difficult, but just the idea of like a kite slitting your fucking throat. How fast? Let me say this. How fast does a kite go?
Well, it's got to get right through the artillery. The artillery.
Right.
The artery there.
Well, that's kite borders. No, how fast is a kite? Not on a twin tip. No, you guys are all acting like people are. No, I'm asking how much wind does it take to fly a kite? It says 4 to 10 miles per hour for a wind to fly a kite.
A small amount of wind. That's all. You could fart a kite.
How fast can it be? Make sure you put your kite is put together correctly, or it may not fly 6 to 15 miles per hour. Damn, I guess can just slit your throat.
Yeah, I think if you got to find. Also, I don't know what the protocol is in India, but here we just use little twine. They may have used like a fishing line.
Well, I guess
if you use a fishing line, that'll slice you up real nice.
Is there like industrial kites? Is they have that?
I looked at a picture of it. Looked like they were basic ass 4x whatever kites.
Yeah, I just don't know why are we using all of it? It's like an episode. I feel like this is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it definitely put a hamper on the weekend.
Well, yeah, especially when you have all these kites and then this splashing of blood everywhere, which is just like, I guess it's the last thing you expect, or maybe it's the first thing you expect, and people straight up were like, yeah, you're going to want to come out. We have a bet on who's the first son who's going to die. Like, and they're just so excited to see, you better watch out with Tenjamin over there. He's got a fucking long neck.
Yeah,
those kites are thirsty for him.
Well, it's kind of interesting is this isn't the first time.
No, it's not the first time.
Apparently in 2016, 2 youngsters also died from sustaining kite injuries.
Kite injuries?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, I really didn't know that was a thing either. I don't want to die via kite. Also, if I was there in India, in this town, I wouldn't go to this. It seems like there's too much. There seems like the odds are just a little too high.
It's actually more dangerous to go to a kite festival than to play football.
It seems like it.
I think football is actually technically, obviously CTE is the slow death of the mind.
And some, of course, do get it, but you can combat it now with medication. I would say hockey. You ever see when the goalie got? Do you ever see when the goalie got?
Got his neck sliced.
That was scary, bro.
Yeah, that was fucking sweet. But yeah, that's like
that was not sweet, Henry Zabrowski.
It's not sweet, but
you're
it's cool.
a goalie. You can say it.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, it's hockey.
Well, speaking of unique deaths, this is a story that I sent to you, Henry, because it hits close to all of us.
It really does. Because this is one of those where you're like, it just shows that like you're never safe.
You're never safe. Wind.
Wind is probably one of the biggest. I mean, to be honest, if I'm scared of one thing,
it's wind.
I'm scared of wind.
Absolutely.
Because you can't see it.
Can't see it.
You don't know. It blows.
Because you can kind of see it. Well,
only if it's got a bunch of dust in it, then it's a tornado.
Final Yes. Final Destination. That's what this story reminds me of. 1 dead, 2 injured after a Denny's sign falls on a car in a parking lot.
Yeah, man.
And now I was thinking, well, were they parked close to the sign? Not even. It's a long-ass Denny's sign, right?
It's a very big sign.
And it's extremely random.
It is very dangerous. And they didn't even die of cholesterol. Like, technically, the moons over Miami is what's supposed to kill you at Denny's, not the sign.
I do wonder why they were still in the car, because usually you stop that car. I mean, I'll get out. If I'm in a Denny's parking lot,
yeah, I got to stretch.
I'll get out in the slow
I got to
roll.
masturbate so I don't do it in the restaurant.
Oh, sure.
I always leave my gun in the trunk. Because, again, if I'm going to Denny's a lot of times, I'm not trying to scare the waiters a lot of time because they're holding. So I want them to feel in power.
To be honest with you, I think Denny's might see more firearms than most restaurants.
Well, Waffle House. Waffle House has probably got a lot of firearms in it. You'd be real surprised how many people bring in guns and belts at an Olive Garden. Because I know that my father, every time I've talked about this, but my father, every restaurant we went to.
You can't eat unlimited if you have a gun strapped to your belt.
Yeah, you can. You just move it to the shoulder holster. Because then it won't dig into your thigh anymore. No, my father used to bring, I always think about the fact that he used to pack for any night we went out.
You never know, Henry Thomas.
Sometimes he'd wear 2 guns. Sometimes my father would have an ankle gun. Like he's Danny DeVito from Always Sunny, and then sometimes he'd have it in his. Used to have a holster in the back, like behind, like in the like right above, like where the tramp stamp area. He used to have one right back there, and I just think about there. It's like we're just going to Prima Pasta. Like, oh, you think you're gonna get whacked? You think this whole family? This is when the second Valentine's Day massacre is gonna happen?
You never know. This is America. Your father could be a hero.
Actually, there was during a time period where there was far less mass shootings.
A 72-year-old woman is dead and 2 others injured after the Denny's sign.
Oh, 72 years young.
Yeah.
Wow, she almost made it out scot-free.
Almost. This is kind of after all your 72 years. She lived through so much.
Wow, the dot-com bust. She lived through, Y2K. She lived through, again, we already brought up Seinfeld ending.
Yeah.
She lived, that was, again, I mean, I'm still reeling from that.
Well, she lived through
Heroes Reborn getting canceled.
That was hard for her.
She lived through so much shit, and then she just gets to all she wants is a moons over Miami because she needs that salt.
Oh, she does,
And
honestly.
Damn.
Yeah, 72,
she had turned into a flapjack outside of a flapjack restaurant.
Yep, indeed. She did get flattened. All 3 victims were in the car when the large sign fell Thursday, and this was last week, and all 3 had to be extracted, and they showed the vehicle, and it got fucking up, bro.
It's a big sign.
It got messed up, and you can see, so they were sitting in the back. So the sign comes in, boom, crushes them, and then it rolls to the front of the car. So she was in the back, and then if you see the photo, she really got smashed.
Yeah, it's not good. No, she got very much flattened.
Indeed. According to her granddaughter, which is ironically the name of my grandmother, Lillian, she was in the car with her husband, Lloyd, and their daughter, Mary Graham. All right. And that's when the sign fell.
Yes.
And then Lloyd was rushed to the hospital with fluid in his lungs, and not the good kind, not with the gravy. And he had other
Gravy
injuries.
shouldn't be in your lungs, by the way. There should be no fluid in your lungs. There should be 0 fluid except for the blood in your lung meat.
The family was headed to Columbia, Kentucky, where they live, and driving in the Denny's parking lot. And then that's why, so they were driving, and then look at this wonderful couple there.
It's very sad. It's very sad that it's not how they should have died. They should have died in hospice like they were supposed to, like is the American dream.
Absolutely. Alone with your family, not visiting. Elizabethtown police spokesperson Chris Denham said, I am able to say with certainty the wind was a factor.
Yeah, it better have been. If it just fell down, then this is an issue. This is like a Denny's-wide problem. And we need to do, you know what I want to do?
What?
I want to go over to the Denny's.
You're gonna fart
it's on
in every
Lancashire and Burbank.
Protest?
Check their sign.
I think that would be fantastic. Well, according to a Denny's spokesperson, they say Denny's is aware of the incident that took place at our Elizabethtown location on Thursday.
Yeah, they fucking better be aware of it. 2 people got squished.
and then they
have to sit there because they just rolled through with brunch.
Yeah. Oh.
They did not shut that restaurant down.
No.
They just kept being like, yeah, well, the rest of you ain't flat. So you best get to flipping some goddamn eggs.
Flat, I think more of I think it was more of a gusher.
Yeah, it's not good.
So then Denny says safety is our top priority, which I don't know why it would be.
I mean,
to be honest with you, I don't want safety to be Denny's top priority. I want Amtrak safety to be the one.
Yes,
but Denny's,
yes, I want the Bank of America. I want like those with the safety.
But Denny's, I need
food, eggs. I think eggs should be your number one priority, and then let's just bring a smoking section back.
Is this the problem with Denny's?
What?
They've been thinking more safety than food. Where they're like, we got metal detectors. You think TSA is strict? You walk into a Denny's, we got our whole, it's a PSA, it's pancake, security assistance.
It's got to be very, very scary, just that idea of like, you think that these Denny's are so perilous that they must be secured no matter what. That's their first thought, and no one thinks about the specials.
I do love that they close out their little statement here by saying, our thoughts are with all those involved, which they don't imply that
all we do is think.
I actually think it's kind of funny. Our thoughts are with them. Who would have thought? Well, anyway, we've got to go change that sign. We're thinking about suing them for hurting our sign when it fell.
Yeah, exactly. Like, look, no one asked how the sign is.
Rise from your grave.
This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. It's so important to remember with the busyness of the holidays, every holiday, Arbor Day, that day about the planet, President's Day. There's so many things to adapt to in this life, and it doesn't follow a perfect plan. God, ruins the whole weekend. But therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform, it can be a space to pause, reevaluate, and adjust to any unexpected changes. With over 30,000 therapists worldwide, BetterHelp is one of the leading online therapy platforms, having served millions of people globally. BetterHelp makes it easier to fit therapy into your routine. You're in good hands, too. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, and hold all required education, training, and certifications. It's easy to do, and the help is better over there. You don't have to navigate life's changes alone. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod. Is there anything better than a summer evening outdoors? Enjoy your space to the fullest with new greenery from Fast Growing Trees. I love a big, thick bush. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest, most trusted online nursery, and they can send me a big, thick bush any time of the day. It arrives at work. It arrives at my car. I can pinpoint on a Google map where it is. Send me a big, thick, brown bush. And they send it immediately when they have it, because sometimes the shaver comes to town. I remember one time I ordered a cherry wood tree from Fast Growing Trees, and my God, I couldn't cut it down no matter what my father told me to do. I had to lie to him about it, and next thing you know, I became the first president of the United States of America. And even you can become the first president of the United States of America with Fast Growing Trees. Right now, get up to half off select summer planting essentials, plus get an additional 20% off your first purchase with code LEFT at checkout. That's an additional 20% off at fastgrowingtrees.com with code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. In the United States of America, there's a break-in every 26 seconds. That means somewhere, right now, an intruder is getting closer. The problem is most security systems only alert you after a break-in has already started. That's too late. Choose SimpliSafe to secure your home. Using the Outdoor Camera Series 2 and advanced AI alerts, SimpliSafe's U.S.-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them, stopping crimes before it starts. That's real peace of mind. They've got a really great security system that makes sure people don't get in your house or it makes a big noise. And to me, that's a big deal for me, is that it protects all of our yelling with a siren in our studio, which is one of the most important things that can be protected. I don't care if thieves come and kidnap us. They don't care if marauders come and steal our staff and bring them to another country against their will. As long as our words aren't affected, as long as our precious data isn't affected. And Simply Safe does that. And for that, I say, God bless you, Simply Safe. God bless you. God bless you, Simply Safe. God bless you. Experience greater peace of mind with Simply Safe, now available with an exclusive discount for our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplysafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, speaking of people that might go to Denny's, Henry, this story reminded me of you.
What?
So there was a Florida woman, and she told cops that it was not a crack pipe that they found in her car. She says it was a sex toy.
Flip it and reverse it. Is it in her pussy? It's a sex toy.
Well, a Florida woman claimed a crack pipe found...
That's the crackiest, funniest idea of just being like, oh, you think I'm smoking out of this? And she just flips up the legs. Oh, would I do this? You know what I mean? Like she's a hot crack pipe. Oh, yeah, I like it. Oh, I'm having one, Gish.
Well, my friend, do you think that you're making a parody? A Florida woman claimed a crack pipe found protruding from her vagina during a strip search was indeed a sex toy. And I'm actually going to say this. Until proven otherwise, it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Unless you find crack residue in her, like, serious-looking woman. Serious-looking woman for a very silly crime.
And she has a hickey on her neck.
Oh, look at that. She's popular.
Bro, look at that hickey.
Oh, wow.
I honestly think... Wow. Yes, I do think she may smoke crack out of this.
She might be going steady with Bobby.
But it's very possible. But I also think that she might use it as a sex toy. And if it is indeed protruding from her vagina at that moment, it is not a crack pipe. It is indeed a sex toy.
At some point,
leave
can you just
her alone?
At some point, can you be like, hey, I don't smoke crack, but my pussy does. And so I've been trying to get my vagina to rehab, but she just won't go. So what I need is for you to help me engender a rock bottom for my vagina. Can you please call Chris Angel Mind Freak and have him come over here and have sex with... Help me create the rock bottom.
Create it.
Create the rock bottom so then finally I can get my vagina to rehab.
Well, maybe her vagina just needs to go through the windows of her rehab. She can hang out outside. She can protrude it. And then they can, the rehab. And then the vagina can apologize for all of its nasty sins.
That's sad, though, because so he found her, and so they said, like, oh, that's crack pipe. And she's like, can't possibly be a crack pipe. Crack pipe's for the head.
It's for the head. And also, she didn't show up in court for a shoplifting charge.
Oh, all right, whatever.
It's not the biggest deal. Have her pay the goddamn fine and get over it.
She's not Osama bin Laden.
So she was being processed in the Pinella County Jail, and they do this.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, now I'm okay. I thought this was like on a traffic stop. So she
got pulled over because she had a warrant for her arrest because she did not show up to a shoplifting court hearing.
So she decided to go into a court, and again, I'm not really, we're all different.
Sure.
But she went into a courthouse having probably just maybe, I'm putting an alleged in there. She just hit the rock, right?
No. She was detained at this time.
Okay, good. I thought she voluntarily walked in with it stuck up in her vagina like it's behind her ear, like it's a piece of corn, like a piece of wheat, she's a farmer.
I'm assuming what happened was, again, the luxury of being a woman. Really I'm being pulled over. Oh, I got this crack pipe. Where should I put it? For boys, what do we got?
Asshole.
Yeah, but you can't. But you can't get... They'll be like, I think he's shoving something in his asshole because you would be bumping up and down.
All I got to do is you can't see how fast my hands, right? Like, listen, you palm it like this. You say, I know. Like,
no, but you still have to get to your asshole.
Have you seen the stems? Like, you know how they're big, right? So stems are probably about as big as your palm, right? My palm, right? Get a stem like that. You palm it in, right? You stick in the back, like going, I got to find my...
Yeah, but there's no way you're going to get to your asshole sitting down in the car.
Look at how... All right, if you just look at the natural slope of my butt. I'm going to do like...
No, but you can't...
Look at the natural slope of my butt.
But you're not going to get it in the hole. I know, I see that. Yes, it's disgusting.
So you're looking at the natural slope of my butt, right?
Yes.
Now you can obviously... So now Natalie thinks it's funny to every once in a while she'll give me a little spank, right? I'm walking up the stairs, right? But she hits me right on my asshole, and it sounds like you're hitting the top of a bottle, right? So what I'm thinking is that if you have a narrow enough butt, all you have to do is, this is my asshole, like where my finger is. Like, it just goes right into it. So you could just, thank you for stabilizing the chair, Fernando.
Well, that's
But
fantastic.
that's important for you to know
Well,
that it's
thank
that
you.
easy. It's that easy.
It's not
to
that
do.
easy. And again, you had to get on all fours like you're some kind of bizarre perverted coyote. And the cops would have been like, again, I think he's shoving something in his little Polish asshole.
I'm looking for my license.
In your asshole.
Yeah, man. I'm different.
So she was being processed.
That's a hate crime. I'm different.
Yeah, honestly, if you are arrested and beaten by cops, it would be a hate crime.
You just go, no, I should be in school.
If I could just buy a cop for a day. Pull him over. Oh, man, if I could just be in the back seat and just track you.
You're making a hate crime.
Pull him over. So anyway, they're in the Pinella County Jail, and a body scan revealed, quote, an anomaly in her genital area.
I tell you what, I've been having. Have you read about Mau Mau? Because you don't know, we don't know where that piloted rock, they believe, might have ended up inside of my pussy.
So when some lucky officials conducted a strip search of the suspect, they found the glass crack pipe was protruding from her vagina. Now, then they allegedly removed the contraband from her cavity and, quote, intentionally threw it on the ground and stepped on it in an effort to destroy evidence. That's what she did. But take a look at that there crack pipe.
Now that's
a working class crack pipe.
That needs to be clean.
And
wow, she thought she'd step on it like a glass at a Jewish wedding.
Yeah.
You really have to be careful with that, especially in front of the police officers, because that's not destroying evidence.
No.
Because they watched you do it. The key is that in the moment that you thought you'd put it in your vagina, that's when, because technically she managed to hide putting it in her vagina while she was getting picked up. Right?
She did.
So that's when you throw it away.
Also, I didn't know they did full fucking CAT scans when you get goddamn arrested.
Like that's the thing. They do a full. I know that if they put you in jail, they do a cavity search. But my question is, if you're brought in on a fucking shoplifting charge, they do a full.
It's a police state, buddy.
She might have had some erratic behavior, but I don't think we need to look at her fucking asshole. How many assholes are we looking at a police station today?
Sometimes,
except for that one woman that the one cop who blow banged all the other cops.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was a lot of assholes, but those were all voluntary.
So she tried to explain that the object was actually a sex toy, despite the fact that it was, quote, consistent with the pipe commonly used to smoke crack.
I mean, it definitely has a char to it.
Well, yeah, they said it was covered in burnt markings, but you know what? Come on.
I mean, again, it's just because it's hard.
Been okay, so
all we do is prosecute people for crack after the U.S. government developed it for population control. So it's interesting. At this point, technically, I think once we can finally declare the war on drugs over,
don't think about that.
Come on, she should get some kind of like coupon.
I think she should just give it back to the government.
Yeah, but like, actually, you know what?
Thank you. I rented this for a while.
Thank you so much for the crack. I've destabilized my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You can, I want to say the CIA can say you're welcome to me.
Well, and you do make a point about destabilizing the neighborhood. She had been previously convicted of trespassing, disorderly conduct, fraud, battery, driving without a license, and failure to show up in court.
But I feel like there's a lot going on there.
All of those are crack crimes.
I mean,
she's just a little mouse. She's just trying to get her cheese. Because literally, these are all things that you do on crack.
Well, that's
also
why I feel
trespassing. Sometimes if you are super high, right? Find yourself somewhere.
Oh, dude, I do it drunk.
Is it trespassing if you don't know that you're trespassing? I mean, yes. But it's also like it's not like they're stalking. They're not like Koberger. They're not stalking you out. Like she was just wandering.
I hope this woman gets a little bit of help. I think that's what it looks like. Yes.
I hope she gets a new crack pipe, number one.
I think crack cocaine, they're easy to come by. I think the issue seems to be the crack. That really seems to be the special sauce of her situation right now. And then eventually, if you can excise the crack, because I know a lot of ex-crack dealers are incredible. Hova, baby. Right? People slinging rock.
Yeah.
Right? People sling rock out. Again,
it's
like
just 18 years old. That's I think that's more of a story, to be honest.
No, but then you flip it into, you make that money, right? Fucking slinging ice, right? Slinging H. And then you flip it, you get back into the business, and then you start selling the real drugs, which are supplements.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. Tactical baths. You actually don't make that much money as a drug dealer. But anyway, this woman, 57, again, judging by this picture, she's getting laid a whole bunch. And if she can get her life together, I think that she truly can be one of the more successful senators in Florida.
Somebody loves her enough to give her a hickey.
Absolutely they do, because, again, she has all the crack. And what can make you more loved than that?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that they should switch to something else.
I guess so.
Like Red Bull. Because that's what I do if I need to pick me up. I have a Red Bull or an espresso. That's also, a nice espresso. That's what she needs. Honestly, if I could get her address, I'll send her a really nice espresso machine. Because you'd be surprised.
How is she going to put that in her pussy?
You could the little cups. Because they have the Diva cups, right? That's what they do.
You think that's... Oh, you're talking about for the blood.
Yeah. If she wants. If she's proud of her menstruation, which I think a lot of women are. And you know what? I say much love.
You should be, sure.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. You lived. You lived, girl.
Just lastly, in Stupid Criminals, yesterday on Open Lines, we broke down Brian Walsh's internet searches.
Dude,
if you get a chance, listen to that episode. It's so fucking funny. This man is so stupid.
Brian Walsh, he murdered his wife. She was missing since January 1st. She had went fully missing since December 27th, but he decided after he murdered her that they still haven't found her body, which is it's fucked, right? But he was caught buying $450 worth of cleaning supplies, right? So that's how it started. He was caught buying a tarp and a hacksaw, and he thought that he could use baking soda to cover up the smell, and he could do all of this shit, and all of it was incorrect.
Well, I mean, technically,
you said this correct on the show last night. You buy that stuff 6 months in advance.
You have to.
And then you buy them piece by piece by piece. You don't buy it all in one go.
That might be a time where you steal. Maybe not have it on the record.
Or you paid you get some 18-year-old that doesn't know what's going on. You give him money and be like, hey, you go over there, buy some tarps over there for me. And he'll be like, yeah, well, okay, this is the easiest $5 I ever made.
Yes.
And the next thing you know, and then he's getting pinned. So right? I know how to do crime.
Just a brief smattering, 4:55 a.m. on January 1st.
So these are the texts. So these are the Google searches. So after they went missing, so they went and they were they picked him up for buying these supplies in association with his missing wife.
I don't believe that he was arrested yet. I think they were like, let's watch him.
You're going to watch him.
Because that's what they did. So
they got the search warrant for the computer.
4:55 a.m. How long before a body starts to smell? 3 minutes later. How to stop a body from decomposing?
He's desperate.
About 20 minutes later. How to bound a body? About 25 minutes later. 10 ways to dispose of a dead body.
It's a BuzzFeed list.
Yes. And then it just goes on from there. And it is the dumbest. If you are going to kill your wife, your friend, your family member, even yourself, you can't Google it. I'm sorry. You can't Google how to do it.
This is a time to phone a friend.
You
really want to call somebody on the phone, I would say you meet them at a Denny's.
Perhaps.
That is a fantastic
right by
place.
the sign.
Right by the sign.
And just wait for a windy day.
Yes, but that is how you, again, go analog. A lot of these guys don't really understand. They don't. I feel like it's because our generation, we were the last generation to see no technology.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
We were the last ones to have, I had a rotary phone growing up, that type of shit.
I remember when we got our cordless phone, and I
remember it being a big deal.
Freedom!
Yeah, we could go anywhere with these.
I can go 25 feet away from this
This
charger.
is incredible. Meanwhile, then all I have to do is pick up the phone. They still can hear you in the other line.
My buddy Jared had a fucking beeper, brah.
I remember beepers. But these guys, I think that this guy was, I'm going to go on a limb. He's a fucking moron, right? And he doesn't understand that it's just so easy. Even if you do it on incognito, they just can pull up the guts.
No, incognito.
And they just look, it's all permanent.
Deleted and incognito. That is solely for your girlfriend or your wife.
It is just to hide porn searches from your wife and your girlfriend.
That's as deep as it goes. So anyway, we'll wait until that trial continues going, and we'll keep you updated. But yes, I'm sure most of y'all have seen the Google searches now, and just what an absolute loser that man is.
He absolutely is, and he's going to go to jail. And then we talked a little bit on the show last night, which is the look on that man's face, because we can show it here. We'll show it on the Patreon feed, is that when they are reading the texts, the look on his face is so fucking funny.
It's really amazing.
I have never seen a man look, because again, it's the Alec Murdoch face. It's all of these people when you're in jail and you're not allowed to respond. You're not allowed. So as they're reading the text,
and you also don't have any power anymore.
He looked like a sim. He looked like really a sim on pause. He just was he looked like he was trying to disappear, like he was Nightcrawler.
Dude, it is crazy watching people in court. it's got to be so difficult because you're shaking inside like Dr. Katz.
Oh, yeah, and you just have to keep it together.
Especially if you truly are innocent. Obviously, this man is not. But,
no, he is.
He closes out all of them with the bitchiest of all the searches I've ever seen somebody search after killing their wife. This is why she wanted to leave him. He's so incompetent. The final search is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them?
You're just...
you useless? Or wash. His wife is like in heaven being like, yeah, you want me to go wash my fucking clothes?
That's what it is? Oh, this is a laundry question? I'm going to put it this way, guys.
To his clothes as crime scene clothes.
Yeah, I'm going to say this also to our listeners. Again, I don't want you to do crimes, but if you are, just know for a fact that any single time you look up something on the internet that is like, because there is that, right? You can look up like how to build a bomb or how to do the XYZ. How do you clean up a crime scene?
But you just can't really do it.
You can't, because guess what? That post is written by the FBI. It is planted by the feds to get you to look at it, and it's not
Everyone's talking about the Twitter files, right, with Elon Musk. What about the Quora files?
Oh, I'd love to see the Quora files. I would love to see the inner workings of Quora. But mostly it's just, does my dog love me?
But seriously, bro, that's a psyop, dude.
I do believe that
there has to be a member. There is
somebody at Quora.
Do you think the FBI and the CIA?
The new Yahoo Answers.
It is. CIA and FBI. Yeah, they're covert, but we know who they are. There's more covert than them. And they're all working on Quora.
They're all working on Quora. You just got to know that it's out there. Just don't trust what you find on the internet, especially on if it's supposed to be for correct way to do crimes. Unfortunately, guys, that's on you. It's another thing that is shifted to the citizen, isn't it?
It always has been. We're not supposed to have to Google search back in the day. That's what I talked about. Anyway, listen to Open Lines. Also, hell is real. There was a priest. His name is Gerald Johnson. He went to hell. He says he wouldn't wish it on his worst enemy.
He said he had a near-death experience, and he said he went to fucking hell. And nothing makes me not want to go to hell now, knowing that it's full of fucking priests.
But also, I really think that he was just fantasizing, because he said that hell was basically just a dude walking on all fours like a dog, getting burned head to toe. His eyes were bulging. He was wearing chains on his neck. He was like a hellhound.
Yeah, he's getting horny.
Yeah, he was like, there was a demon holding the chains. I think that this man...
he just wanted to be fucking spanked by fucking me as Gary Bunda. Like, he wants his pretty face as a pornography, which it is not.
Yeah, the priest added, like, telepathically, I knew that the demon was sent in this man's life to ride him from his childhood to his death.
That's funny, though. This guy's a horny ass priest. Just get your dick sucked, dude. Just fucking go to the brambles, man. Also, every town has the brambles. It has a town where you go and you see, do you remember we read a story? Oh, there was a listener email a long time ago where someone had said there was like this like scary area where they walked through this park and they saw all these homeless guys acting real weird and standing and moving around. I got a follow-up email that was like, that's the local secret gay hangout.
Oh.
So all of those men probably were there.
Just being dudes.
Literally standing up. Because somebody just walked through as you interrupted a bunch of clandestine rendezvous.
Come on, guys, leave them alone.
It's literally, I forgot to mention that the next week. I remember getting that update. They're like, yeah, that's where you go to get your dick sucked. So yes, they were very secretive over there. Yeah, they were being a little suspicious.
Like a bunch of prairie dogs. What? What? What?
What?
Also, the priest added that there was some music in hell. Do you know what songs that he heard? He heard Rihanna's Umbrella.
Whoa, they got the licensing for that?
And then he also heard Bobby McFerrin's Don't Worry, Be Happy.
That is an hell. That would be.
And he said, yes, and he said,
worry. Be happy.
But this is the funniest thing. Again, this man says he saw hell, and he's a priest, so you can trust him.
Oh, yeah.
He said it was not sung by the original artists, but by a group of demons that use their words to torture us. So there's a demon choir.
Yes, this is incredible.
Don't worry, be happy. Under the umbrella.
Whoa, they covered Rihanna. That would be incredible. Man, I wish
cute?
Pretty Face was back.
I know.
Maybe now there'll be room at Adult Swim, and then we could go and do our show again, because that's our show right there.
Have you thought about committing more violent crime, and maybe they'll bring the show back?
No, it seems like I have to, though, so fingers crossed. I'll ask Dave.
He said that every word, every song was made to torture you for the fact that you didn't worship God through music while you were on
Fuck you, dude.
So wait a second. I can't listen to Don't Worry, Be Happy. That's a satanic song.
It should be safe. And also, Rihanna's Umbrella is like one of her like most like beloved pop crossovers.
It's a very nice song.
I love that song.
It's very
actually.
nice.
So yeah, why? I guess I would be in hell. That's also funny because that's what he considers risque music.
Yeah,
is a hit from when was Umbrella? 2012.
Something like that.
He's like, this new modern music, and I'm guilty of that every day.
Yeah, but Umbrella, I don't even think that's...
I called P. Diddy Puff Daddy yesterday. And then
that's
Natalie
even old
said,
for me,
she
though.
said he's not Puff Daddy anymore. And I was like, oh, yeah,
I mean, you can
guess.
still call him Puff Daddy.
No, I think you get beat up by him.
No, I don't think so.
If you called him Puff Daddy, but then he went to Diddy, right?
And now he's P. Diddy.
So he did add a P back.
I don't fully know. You can call him any one of the names. As long as you buy his records, he'll be happy.
I don't know. I think that he'd actually be very mad.
I don't think that he does get mad anymore because he got away with murder and then now he just hangs out and be super rich.
That's kind of fun. 2007.
Yeah,
it's been Umbrella. Holy fuck.
It's been a long time. 2000.
Man,
that was before Obama.
Wow, I'm fucking ancient, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Isn't it weird? Like, as you get older, I mean, to be super cliche, but everything is just a couple of years ago.
It's just, yeah, that's how I felt.
Like, when I'm like 80, I'll be like, yeah, a couple of years back, we started doing this podcast. And be like, that was 70 years ago.
Oh, my God. 2000. That's fine, though. You know, it comes down to we all got to age. Because guess what? If we don't, we've been dead.
All right.
So if you don't get old, it turns out you're just fucking rotten in a grave.
Well, you never know what's going to happen. All right, let's do Hero of the Week.
It's a Hero of the Week.
True Hero of the Week
we got a real one this time.
We actually do have a real one. I mean, he's not going to be the highlighted Hero of the Week, but the true Hero of the Week is the man who stopped the psychopath in the Monterey Park shooting that killed 11 people. There was an individual. He approached that man, 72-year-old dude who's the oldest person to ever commit a mass homicide.
And they say life ends at 40.
So anyway, it was a 26-year-old man who met eyes with the Monterey shooter, and he wrestled the gun from him, and it was really phenomenal.
It was the video is really compelling. It's very scary. He did his best. He actually kind of like weirdly also did it while trying, like, it was kind of almost like gentle yet strong the way he took the gun from the guy.
It was
like,
interesting.
It was really fucked up because there was like, you watch it because you know that he's trying to end the scenario. And it mostly was like the shooter was his activity after his behavior of like, he kind of just slunk away. He was kind of like,
It was very bizarre.
He left.
The shooter's name was Hu Can Tran, and the dude who stopped him was Brandon Say. And so thank you, Brandon, for what you do. And fuck off to every single person who tried to politicize that immediately. It was very sad what social media does to us, as we didn't even have a chance to mourn. But that was very, very sad. So you're a true hero, Brandon Say. And then, of course, in a Ben Kissel Hero of the Week.
Yeah, you want to do a real choice.
Well, I want to do this guy. No, that's not it. That's the headline. Husband of a missing never mind. That guy killed his wife and showed up smiling. Here we go. This is a hero of the week. That was the wrong story. I was like, that doesn't sound like a hero.
Yeah, well, my research doesn't hold out.
There's a dude named Jay Withy. He's a 27-year-old mechanic. He received 2 tickets to the Super Bowl from the Buffalo Bills. He will not be going. But former Bills running back, not O.J. Simpson, Thurman Thomas personally delivered the surprise because this man, during the massive snowstorms they suffered from recently, he went into a home and saved 24 people, or went into a school, rather, and saved 24 people from freezing to death. So literally, that's awesome.
Whoa, really? Like he did? Wow, that's very good.
And
we actually had a couple of football players do shit recently. Another guy saved a bunch of people from drowning.
There you go. And I'm so sorry. Again, I got this wrong once again. He rescued 24 people from their cars and then brought them to a school.
Oh, wow.
So 24 people were like, I don't think I'm driving here. And then so that's really impressive. And
wow. There was some real heroes this week out there, guys.
There were.
We don't got to give up hope yet. We got some people out there. You just got to make sure if you're somewhere that there is a retired football player near you. And then they'll take care of you because, I mean, otherwise, I guess you're shit out of luck because I have not heard a police officer save someone in a second. But it's good. Find your local retired NFL players and hire them to hang out.
I don't know if this guy was former NFL, but nonetheless, he was able to go to 24 cars. That is like some Batman stuff.
Yes, it is. That is really, really intense.
I get tired. I'd be tired. I'd be like, whoa, 24 of them.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like,
I'd save like maybe 9.
Like, right.
Because you got 9 people who are maybe one of them will be rich.
You see, this
like,
is
remember
why.
I saved your life?
This is why you have to be like, you got to keep your head in a swivel. You got to save who you can. That's the reason why everywhere I go, I make sure I'm looking out. If you're drowning, I'll call somebody. If your house is on fire, don't worry. I'll yell. I'll be like, hey, help.
You out in there?
Hey, help.
Also, I know a lot of people are really upset with my heroes this week, so don't worry. 2 beavers named Hazel and Chompy were also reintroduced to the English countryside. Look at them.
Where were they in for? Rape?
No, they're beavers. They're beavers, and it's Hazel and Chompy, and they've been reintroduced to the English countryside. First ones to live there in 400 fucking years, you asshole.
That's fucking fantastic. I'm glad that they are out. They're in the Gen Pop again.
I'm going to name my next dog Chompy.
I think Chompy's cool. I want Borky.
Yeah, Borky.
I want to name Borky. I want to find a dog that it's either Borky or Anton.
Anton or Borky?
Yeah.
Go with Borky.
I know. It depends
Anton, come here. They're going to think that you're...
it depends on how serious the dog looks.
Away.
It depends on how serious the dog looks. All right, here we go. I got an update on Susan Meacham. My fiance is a librarian and a smut peddler, right? A smut sommelier. My words, not hers. So I take a lot of the Romancelandia detritus trying to find new titles to surprise her with. I also wrote and self-published erotica to help me get through grad school. So that's really fun, right?
Okay.
The Susan Meacham story is even crazier than you guys described on the show. This is the romance novelist that faked her own suicide, faked being her own daughter, and faked being her own mod on her suicide memorial website. And it's very funny. It's more of this, right? So after Susan's suicide, one of the admins of the group she ran posted about how someone would need to run the group after her death. That someone commented saying that she would run it in Susan's honor. It turns out those both were Susan under fake accounts.
I guess when you fake your own death, you have nothing but time.
This is all she did all day. She ran her own funeral home, right? Also, her friends got together to write what they called the Bully King Anthology, a book of romance stories about bullies, despite an author they believed had bullied her. Right. So they did it. They all got together. So we talked about the last time a little bit. These writing groups are actually really thick and very common on Facebook. Self-published writers get together and they get together as a group and they talk about these issues together.
And that's fantastic. And have fun, and you read each other, support authors.
She was, remember, they labeled her. They came out saying like she committed suicide because she was bullied. And so everybody chose an author that they thought bullied her,
my God.
Right? And then they wrote this thing called the Bully King Anthology that was about bullies, despite the author that they believed had bullied her, who published a series by the same name. So they did it to make fun of this person. In addition to being super petty, it seems like a pretty weird way to memorialize your friend as well.
They're going to drive that person to commit suicide.
It's kind of like if they died by gun violence and you wrote an anthology of romance stories about women fucking a gun. That's a very funny joke.
I love Ted Nugent's writing.
But it's so funny. It's like they said here, and this is commentary, not mine, from the author of this letter. In short, the romance novel community is widely regarded as the pettiest, most toxic group of weirdos in the writing world, second only to YA authors for obvious reasons.
What's white YA?
Youth. It's for like, it was a young adult fiction.
Oh, young adult fiction. I wonder why.
It's good. It's just intense out
get
there,
the
man.
lead out.
It's just intense.
Maybe
dog.
they're too busy writing about romance and not experiencing it.
You know what? You'd be surprised. We'll see, because I actually got a lot of messages saying like, people fuck, but they want to write about other people fucking.
Yeah,
they want to experience other fucking in their minds. That's what I do. I always draw other shapes of boobies.
Triangle boobies, rectangle boobies.
I just look at them and be like, oh, it's different.
Now that I think about it, writing is very personal.
Oh, it is very personal.
And maybe having a group of writers get together to try to talk to each other about writing is actually negative. Because really, it's like, can you imagine if Stephen King ran the child fuck scene by his anyway?
Again, this is back in the day.
I wish I would never mention it. Now I don't want to do it anymore. And then wouldn't that have ruined the erotica
really
that is it?
Technically, they run a loving train on that little girl.
They do. And they're all the same age.
I'm going to read this next story. Fucking disgusting.
They were lonely birds.
That is not how you support it.
No, I don't support it.
That's not. I'm 27 years old, and I recently had to make the very hard decision of splitting from my life partner and roommate of 3 years so we could both live with family while we finish university. It's been a long time since we've lived apart, so I was expected to run into some initial discomfort now that I'm living as a single adult again.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm a practitioner of witchcraft and am superstitious. That being said, I've got a good head on my shoulders, and I don't put stock into indirect evidence such as the house creaking at night or cold spots, although there has been certainly some of both. I keep my practice private, and I have no ulterior motives for getting others to believe in ghosts or magic. So even just to surprise myself, that I feel the strong need to tell somebody about it. Interesting.
Intriguing indeed. Watch out for the wet spot.
One of the first things I did after moving into my quite drafty room was hang some curtains in the doorframe of the closet. Now, while I was pinning up the curtains, I noticed something in the overhang. There was something like a seal embedded in the wall in the closet, obviously hidden. There was a symbol on it, a tri-pointed Celtic knot. After some research, I found it was typically a unifying and positive symbol, so I thought it might be best to leave it be. I hung my curtains and didn't think much more of it, but I did check the other closets in my sister's house to see if any other rooms had a similar mark. My room was the only room containing such a mark.
Oh.
A handful of odd things have happened in the first few weeks that I've been here, right? I have some remote-controlled prop candles on my vanity desk, which I keep in said closet, which will suddenly turn off seemingly on their own. Right? I didn't know that you could have that. I didn't know what that is.
Is it? I'm not.
It might be a battery issue. I don't know.
Well, I know you could also set those to a timer.
Oh, absolutely. Who knows? Right? I checked that the remote wasn't in position that the buttons could accidentally be pressed, but it kept happening. So once it happened once, I pressed the power button for my TV, so I thought might be there's some kind of jumbled signal.
Yeah, jumbled signal.
But no, absolutely not. Right?
Nothing jumbled.
No. Now, this brings us to now. My sister and her family left the house for a 3-day weekend, and I figured it would be excellent time to have one of my long, self-indulgent masturbation sessions.
Oh,
right?
Sure.
I got out the toys, I had my fun, and I left them out to dry. After you got to give them a good wash, right? You got to get them with the hose.
Oh, I see.
Right? Now, I left them out overnight and then returned them to their drawer in the morning. So today, I'm putting away laundry, and now I'm thinking about the marking in my closet. I've been compelled to touch it, so I reached up and I just tapped it with my finger. Now, it felt like smooth plastic or something like the like. Soon after, I was standing in front of my dresser, and suddenly, I heard an aggressive, shuddering sound. I thought it might have been the pipes, since I heard some creaking from the utility room right around the same time, but it kept going. Now, after a while, I realized the sound was coming from inside the drawer. I searched through the drawers until I found the source of the sound. My little bullet vibrator was going absolutely nuts in the box that it shared with my dildo. I was bewildered as to how it turned itself on, but I figured it might have been pressing against the other toy in a strange way.
So the candles and the toy.
No, it's about the ghost is horny.
Oh.
I turned it off and I put it back in a position that I wouldn't risk the power button be pressed again, so I put it away. A few minutes later, turn back on. Brr, 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 right? Now you're afraid. Think about this. It's going to be fucked up because now every single time you're going to want to use this on your vagina, you're going to be spooked. Right?
It's a ghost dildo now.
This time I took it out of that box and I placed it in another area of the drawer altogether. I closed it again. I turn it on. It turned on for a third time.
At this point, just use the goddamn thing.
All right. Now I turned it off. This is while I was writing this email to you. I turn it off and now I put it on the desk next to me and it hasn't turned on again. I have no fucking clue what to do in this situation. I've considered using my tarot cards to try to talk to her dildo.
Just take the batteries out of it.
I'm just going to say, don't, the tarot cards are not going to, they don't read, I don't know if it works like that. I don't know.
She knows. She's the witch.
Oh, yeah. I got the Ouija board out and it turned on again. This thing's about this is a horny ass fucking ghost, man. This is a horny ass ghost. I heard the meter start up.
Why is the ghost horny?
Because it's turned on. It's fucking riding its own ghost bean on top of the vibrator.
You think that's
while you're just standing there? Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of this. I mean, who knows?
Wow. Well, very powerful letters. Thank you all so much for sending those in. Last podcast on the left there. SideStoriesLPOTL@gmail.com. Check that out if you want to send us more.
I love them.
Fascinating letters.
I like
Fascinating.
This. I don't mind the dildo turning on.
No, I don't. I mean, I just don't know if it's the proof of poltergeist. It started with a Celtic sign.
Yes.
But then it went to like a fake candle and then a dildo.
And they did say they practice witchcraft and are superstitious. But the dildo turning on again and again and again and again.
I also feel like I just don't want to leave her alone for a weekend because apparently there's just a lot going on at the house.
No, she's masturbating. She's having a great time. But I'm saying, you know what I actually think this means? This is my advice to you. You should be masturbating more. And that's where we're coming
Holden
down here.
did when we would leave town for a weekend?
Oh, yeah, blast yards of jizz. Forget everything.
There.
When I'm alone in a hotel room, man.
Well, hotel rooms are different because you have to mark your territory.
You have to love the stasis of living in a hotel room so much, right? Because you know for a fact you get to live out your ultimate desires. You get to masturbate for a full 45 minutes while Forensic Files plays on mute behind you. There, it's gotten to a point where sometimes if Forensic Files is on mute at home, I get hard. Because it takes me back to being in a hotel room and
that's
the sense of it, the feeling of it, the smell of a lemongrass moisturizer will sometimes make me wild and randy. Oh, sometimes just the sensation of a struggling Keurig machine makes me ready to go, and I laugh.
I love
and
those.
I just think about how everybody can hear me, because also sometimes when I'm alone, I talk about with Nat because she doesn't know, because we joked about this because I was like, do you ever like when you go to town, right, or do you make noises? She says no, and I was like, when I'm there alone with myself, the whole neighborhood can hear, man.
That's great.
I just go
yeah, absolutely. No Sheridan is safe. There you go. Have fun with it. Watch out for that one.
You don't know. Sometimes you wonder, is that a Halloween sound effects album, or is that Henry going to town? And I'd tell you what, employees of LPN, that is Henry Zabrowski going to town.
That's a great way to address it. All right, everyone. Well, thank you all so much for listening. Hope you're doing well out there. Do we have any news? Yes, we have Australia. So come on down, man. We got those dates. We cannot wait. We're going to have so much fucking fun.
Officially been rescheduled. I'm going to put it out right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to write them out.
We are super excited because we got a little bit of time so we can hang out a little bit. And I want to spend more time in Melbourne this time because it's rock and roll.
So we got Wednesday, August 2nd. We're going to be in Auckland, New Zealand. Friday, August 4th, Adelaide. August 6th, Brisbane. August 7th, Melbourne. August 10th, Sydney. And August 12th, we're going to be in Perth. We're going all the way over to see you, Perthlings. Can't wait to fucking deal with it, man. We're going to try to remember that show, or we're just going to make it up as we go.
Yeah, a little bit of both, perhaps.
A little bit of both.
All right, everyone. Thanks for supporting all the shows and everything. We appreciate you. Hail yourselves.
Hail Satan.
Magostalations.
How you doing? Hey, man, hey. If you see a little fat guy out there, hail him. See a little fat guy out there, man?
Hail him.
Give him give him a coupon or something.
Don't put your ear up to his hotel room door.
Oh! Ho! Ho! Ho!
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand?
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.